You get dressed, you put on that top, the one you've always trusted. It used to light you up. It made your eyes brighter, your smile softer. But now, something's different. You catch your reflection, and instead of feeling alive, you feel a little dim, a little off. Almost like you didn't sleep well, even though you did. Here's the truth. It's not your age, it's not your skin, and it's certainly not your beautiful, resilient spirit. It's the color, the one sitting closest to your face. Because as we grow wiser, our coloring evolves. Hair lightens, skin softens, undertones shift. And that favorite hue from 10 years ago? It may now be quietly draining the very glow you've worked so hard to protect. But there's good news. You don't need a new wardrobe. You don't need to dress younger. What you need is color that honors your today, not your yesterday. Color that knows how to whisper warmth back into your cheeks. Color that makes your eyes feel awake again. Color that partners with your beauty, not competes with it. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 colors that might be silently adding fatigue to your look. And I'll share the gentle, radiant swaps that can bring you back into focus. Because you're not tired. You're simply ready for your reflection to keep up with your light. Let's begin. Part 1. Cool gray that drains warmth. You reach for it without thinking. That soft gray sweater. The one that always seemed safe. The one you used to pair with silver earrings and call it done. It's easy, right? Neutral. Classic. Grown up. But lately, something about it feels off. You put it on, glance in the mirror, and instead of feeling polished or pulled together, you look tired, washed out, as if someone gently dimmed your light without your permission. The strange thing? You slept fine. You're not sad. But there it is, that tired reflection looking back. It's not you, it's the color. Cool gray, especially the kind with blue or steely undertones, has a way of muting you. Not your personality, not your spirit, but your presence. And after 60, when your skin loses some of its natural contrast and your hair shifts towards silver, white, or soft blonde, cool gray can go from elegant to eclipsing in an instant. It emphasizes shadows, flattens the glow in your skin. And when your hair has that beautiful salt and pepper softness, cool gray makes it look dull instead of luminous. You lose dimension. Your cheeks seem less rosy. Your eyes feel less alive. It's not dramatic. That's what makes it tricky. Cool gray doesn't scream. It whispers, slowly subtracting color from your face until you don't quite recognize the version of yourself staring back, especially under indoor lighting or on cloudy days when there's no natural sunlight to save the moment. This shade can quietly take over and pull you under. But the solution isn't to toss out gray altogether. Gray can still be beautiful, even powerful, when you choose the right version for you. Try warm grays instead. Think mushroom, grey or soft taupe. These are grays kissed with beige, rose, or even just a hint of golden warmth. They blend with your natural skin tone instead of fighting it. They let your hair shine, not clash. And most importantly, they return something to your face that cool gray quietly takes away in your light. Warm gray isn't flashy, it's kind. It lets you be the focus, not the fabric. Wear it near your face, in sweaters, soft jackets, blouses, or scarves, especially on days when you want to feel rested, even if you didn't sleep well. Or when you want to feel seen without having to say a word. You'll notice it instantly. The way your eyes seem brighter, your skin softer, your presence more defined, not louder, just clearer. And isn't that what we want most at this stage? To be seen for who we are now, wise, grounded, radiant, without having to over-explain it? So, the next time you reach for your old gray standby, Pause. Ask yourself, is this color loving me back? If the answer is no, maybe it's time to invite in a warmer kind of grace, because you haven't lost your glow. Some colors just forget how to reflect it. Part 2. Icy blue that zaps energy. It hangs there in your closet like a little breath of winter. Cool, clean, and classic. Icy blue. Just looking at it might make you think of elegance, of serenity, of grace. And maybe once upon a time it worked. Maybe it made your skin look porcelain smooth and your eyes look wide and bright. But now you put it on, step in front of the mirror, and instead of feeling lifted, something quietly lets you down. You tilt your head. You adjust your lighting. You add a little lip color. Still, the reflection doesn't lie. You don't look bad. You just don't look alive. That's the silent trick of icy blue, especially after 60. It carries a chill that the body, with its evolving warmth and softness, can no longer balance. Icy blue flattens out the natural flush in your cheeks. It cools down the pink in your lips. It reflects the very shadows you're trying to soften. And if you're tired, or even just look tired, it makes that fatigue more visible, not less. It's not your face. It's not your age. It's the undertone you're wrapping around yourself. See, as we age, we lose contrast. Our hair grows lighter, our skin more translucent, our natural coloring gentler than it used to be. And when we wear colors like icy blue, those sharp, pale, almost frosty shades, they bounce cool light upward. That cold reflection doesn't just sit on your clothes. It lands on your skin, on your eyes, on your presence. And here's the thing. Women often wear icy blue because it seems peaceful, approachable, not too bold, not too loud. But in reality, it's not neutral. It's subtractive. And over time, it can make your glow feel like it's slipping away, slowly, silently, with each wear. But you don't have to give up blue. You just need the right blue, one that knows how to hold you in your now. Try soft teal, a blue with just a kiss of green, or dusty aqua, robin's egg, or even periwinkle with a warmer undertone. These aren't just flattering, they're awakening. They gently reflect light into the whites of your eyes. They bring back contrast where you thought you'd lost it. They echo vitality without asking you to wear bright or bold. And they feel kind. Use them near your face, in open collar blouses, draped scarves, cozy cardigans, or even drop earrings. Teal against silver hair? It glows. Aqua next to warm beige skin? It sings. These shades offer just enough contrast to define your features while still being soft enough to feel natural, effortless, and lived in. You don't need to prove anything with color. You only need to feel reflected in it. So if icy blue has started making you feel a little less like yourself, not sad, not older, just dulled, consider this your gentle permission to try something new, something warmer, something that says, I am here, I am glowing, and I'm allowed to be seen, not through a frosted lens, but through a softened light that knows exactly who I am. You're not fading, you're refining. Let your colors rise to meet you. Part 3. Chalky beige that erases your features. Beige has always felt like a safe color. It's quiet, unassuming. It doesn't shout, it doesn't compete. And for decades, you may have reached for it when you wanted something classic, something effortless, something that simply worked. But here's the truth. No one told us when we were younger. Not all beiges are created equal, especially not after 60. You slip into a chalky beige sweater or blouse and catch a glimpse of yourself. At first, nothing seems wrong, but something's off. Your features look blurred. Your skin feels duller than usual. Your eyes, they're there, but they're not saying much. It's not you. It's the undertone. Chalky beige, especially the pale, cool, almost gray-leaning versions, has a way of melting into mature skin in all the wrong places. It doesn't add contrast. It doesn't shape your face. It doesn't reflect light. It just sits there, quiet, soft, and silently subtracting from your presence. On younger skin, it might have felt minimalist, chic. But now, it can flatten your features, erase your natural glow, and make your reflection look like it's lost its edges. And when everything, your top, your skin, your hair, starts blending into one tone, your expression fades. Your energy goes with it. We often wear beige thinking it's timeless, but timeless doesn't mean lifeless. You need warmth, you need dimension, and you deserve color that meets your complexion halfway. Instead of chalky beige, try camel, a warm golden tan that brings depth and sunshine to your skin. Or almond, which has a softness that flatters without vanishing. Even warm sand, a gentle tone with just enough golden undertone, can light you up in a way chalky beige never could. The magic is in the contrast. These tones don't shout, they support, they lift, they frame your face instead of swallowing it. Camel and almond love silver hair. They wrap beautifully around a coral or berry lip. They bring a quiet richness that says, I'm still here, fully, softly, beautifully. These colors don't try to turn back time. They work with who you are now. Try them in a sweater with a scoop neckline, a structured jacket paired with a colorful scarf, a blouse under soft lighting. Add gold earrings, just a hint of gleam, and watch what happens to your skin tone. Suddenly, your face has shape, your eyes have depth, your whole look feels more awake. You don't need to dress louder. You just need to stop disappearing into the background of your own life. And sometimes, all it takes is letting go of one color that dulls you and replacing it with one that reminds the world and yourself that you haven't faded. You've simply become more refined, more grounded, more you. Beige doesn't have to be the end of the story. It just needs a warmer chapter. Part 4. Pastel pink that melts into the skin. Pink has always carried a certain charm. It's soft, feminine, gentle, a color of roses, fresh lips, and childhood memories. Maybe you've had a pastel pink blouse in your closet for years, the one that felt sweet, flattering, safe. But lately, you put it on, and your reflection feels quieter than it used to. There's a reason. After 60, your skin becomes more delicate, with shifting undertones and softened contrast. And pale, powdery pink, the kind you once loved, might now be working against you. It's not that it's wrong. It's that it's too quiet, too cool, too close to the tones already in your skin. Instead of lifting you, it melts into you, blending in so much that it erases what makes your features stand out. Especially if you have fair skin, rosy cheeks, or light eyes, pastel pink doesn't frame your face. It flattens it. It's the color equivalent of whispering into a breeze. It's there, but it doesn't land. And the real irony? Pink is supposed to bring life, but when it's too pale, it does the opposite. It dulls your lips, washes out your smile, softens your gaze until even your expression seems like it's been turned down. You don't need louder color. You need deeper intention. Try Dusty Rose. It's soft but grounded. Think of the pink petals just before they fall. Richer, wiser, more connected to earth than cotton candy. Mauve, too, is beautiful. It carries a whisper of purple, like the horizon at sunset. It pairs wonderfully with pearl earrings and silver hair. It adds elegance, not flash. And soft berry? That's your secret weapon. It echoes the natural flush in your cheeks, the pink in your lips when you laugh. When worn near your face, in a blouse, scarf, or even a delicate necklace with pink stones, it brings that quiet bloom right back to the surface. What you're doing isn't about changing who you are. It's about choosing colors that reflect who you've become. Colors that don't try to compete, but instead companion your natural beauty. And remember this, femininity doesn't fade, it deepens. Just like the colors that suit you best now. If a color makes you feel invisible, it's not your fault. It simply wasn't made for the woman you are today. So let the pastel pink rest. Thank it for the memories. Then reach for a tone that sees you, honors you, and helps you walk into the mirror and the world with more color in your cheeks, more sparkle in your eyes, and more softness in your strength. Part 5. Matte black that emphasizes fatigue. Black. It's the go-to, the safe color, the one we've all been taught to trust. Timeless, slimming, elegant. It's the jacket you pull out for special dinners, the blouse you wear when you want to look sharp, the scarf you reach for without thinking. But here's the quiet truth no one tells you after 60. Black changes, or rather, you change. And what once felt crisp and strong can now start to feel heavy, especially when it's matte. Flat black without any sheen or softness does something subtle but powerful to your face. It doesn't bounce light, it absorbs it. It deepens the shadows under your chin, near the eyes, around the mouth. It pulls your features inward instead of lifting them forward. And if your hair is silver, white, or even soft gray, black doesn't flatter it. It sharpens it, hardens it. And suddenly, that classic black blouse isn't making you look elegant. It's making you look tired. And you're not tired, at least not in your spirit. You're vibrant, experienced, still lit from within. But black, that deep, absorbing black, can smother the light that still wants to shine through. Here's the shift. You don't need to give up sophistication. You just need to soften it. Trade matte black for deep navy, a shade that still offers depth and polish, but with a gentler contrast. Navy gives definition without drawing lines where you don't want them. It's kind to your features. It plays well with silver hair and pale skin. It feels thoughtful, not draining. Or try espresso, a dark brown with warmth. It adds richness to your complexion. It brings a golden undertone that makes your cheeks glow. Espresso whispers elegance without feeling stark. It warms your presence. Another beautiful choice? Charcoal gray. Not cold, not flat, but softly shaded. It frames the face without stealing the light from it. It brings out the soft depth in your eyes. It blends, not battles. And here's a simple tip. If you still love black, keep it for your pants. Or your shoes. Or a bag. But near the face, where your energy lives, choose depth with warmth. Let your face breathe. And if you're wearing dark tones near the face, add a touch of brightness. Gold earrings, a berry lip, a scarf in rose or cream. These little adjustments create balance, like turning on a light in a softly shadowed room. You haven't lost your glow. You've just outgrown the colors that dull it. Style isn't about loyalty to what used to work. It's about honesty and honoring the woman you are now. She deserves color that holds her gently, reflects her radiance, and never, ever makes her look more tired than she really feels. Part 6. How to gently shift your wardrobe without overhauling it. You don't have to empty your closet to find yourself again. You don't have to toss the blouses you've had for years, or say goodbye to the scarf your sister gave you one Christmas long ago. This isn't about starting over. It's about starting smarter. more gently, more honestly. With grace, your wardrobe is a scrapbook. It holds decades of your story, stitched into fabric, woven into memory. And while some of those pieces still light you up, others no longer reflect who you are now. That doesn't mean you've lost yourself. It means you're still evolving, and that's something to honor. So how do we shift without upheaval? Start small. Start soft. Keep your trusted neutrals, the trousers, the denim, the jackets that fit you like old friends. Let them be the canvas, but bring new life near the face. That's where energy lives. That's where color makes the biggest difference. Add one new scarf in a warm rose, teal, or honey gold. Try a blouse in soft navy or dusty berry. Experiment with statement earrings that glow near your cheeks. Or simply swipe on a lipstick in a shade that says, "I still love showing up for me." These aren't makeovers. These are micro adjustments. But the shift they bring is macro. One scarf, one color, one new way of seeing your reflection, with a bit more warmth, a bit more clarity. You'll notice it first in the mirror, then in the compliments that come quietly. You look rested. That color suits you. Something about you feels lighter. It's not magic, it's alignment. When your wardrobe catches up to the woman you've become, something clicks. Not because you're chasing trends, but because you're choosing truth. Fabric that reflects your strength, color that holds your softness. So don't clear the closet. Just clear a little space, near your face, for something new, something alive, something that says, "I may be older, but I'm also more radiant than ever." You're not tired. You're timeless. You've spent decades becoming this version of yourself, strong, loved, wise. So no, you're not tired. You're not fading. What's really happening is this. Some of the colors you once reached for no longer reflect the light you carry now. But that doesn't mean the light is gone. It just needs the right mirror. And sometimes that mirror is a blouse, or a scarf, or a quiet shade of berry on your lips that makes your eyes catch fire again. You don't need to erase age to glow. You just need the right tones to reveal it, to let the fullness of your beauty, the lived-in kind, the kind that doesn't apologize, rise gently to the surface. Because your reflection isn't about youth. It's about presence, about how it feels to walk into a room and carry yourself without effort, without explanation, just ease, just grace. So let your colors catch up to your soul. Let your palette speak in tones that say, "I know who I am." You've earned every line, every silver strand, every shade of calm power that lives behind your smile. Why not dress like it? Which color swap are you most curious to try this week? Is it a scarf in soft teal? A sweater in warm ivory? A lipstick that finally feels like you? Share it in the comments. Your small shift might light the way for another woman who's still learning how to see herself clearly and kindly. And if this video helped you feel a little more seen, a little more at home in your own skin, I'd be honored if you liked, subscribed, or shared it with someone you care about. Because here we don't chase trends. We celebrate truth. We choose clarity over noise. And we believe the woman in the mirror is not disappearing. She's arriving. Fully. Finally. Timelessly.